There's a lot to talk about, so no fancy intro this week. Stay tuned.
We're moving as quickly as we can to save Eri, but a Saikai's Irinaka used his quirk to trap us in an underground maze. Next time, Temp Squad!
What is going on, guys? My name is DJ Miles, and I'm here to review the latest episode of My Hero Academia. This is episode 73, and before we begin with this episode, if you can go ahead and like this video and subscribe to my channel for more anime content down the road. So now let's go ahead and talk about episode 73, Temp Squad. And why is it called Temp Squad? Let's just actually knock that out right away. Well, because we see the bad guys siding with the bad guys, but it seems like Double and Toga kind of have a mind of their own. And I actually kind of like their approach to things where we have to play nice with the villains, then we're going to do it our way, and our way is chaos and destruction. I like that approach. And who would have thought that you would even feel somewhat guilty for Double because he's the one who brought Overhaul to Tomura in the first place. As we get some of Rappa's backstory and what happened with Rappa. Well, he was an MMA fighter, which I guess definitely explains his large physique. I still don't know how Overhaul's drug is amplifying him to be even more physically stronger than what he is before. I don't know, we might probably get a backstory with that, but he bested him not once but 6 times ultimately, right? So when he lost to Overhaul, he challenged him 5 more times. He ended up losing, and he's like, oh, I thought I died, but I was brought back to life. No, my dude, you are definitely dead. As Becca mentioned, it is scary knowing Rappa's physical strength and his speed was still even outmatched by Overhaul, and that's really frightening. I do like how Rappa acknowledged Kirishima's strength. I don't like that we had a draw. I do want to challenge you again. For your strength to be acknowledged by even the enemy speaks volumes for Kirishima, and that Rappa, quite frankly, doesn't really care about any of this. It was only really his opportunity to kind of show off how strong he is against any and all opponents because he couldn't beat Overhaul. He just lays out Overhaul's plans. Yeah, I don't really know the details, Fat Gum, but they're gonna distribute something, and in order to distribute this something, they need a lot of money. That's all I know, but we already know what that is. We also see Rocklock's quirk ability come out for the first time. He can make the things he touches stay in place. The quirk doesn't work on living things, and it also doesn't apply to excessively strong things or large surface areas. And as much crap as I talked about him before, it looks like he's kind of holding on his own. Oh, but never mind, because Toga already took him down. After this, we see Deku versus Irinaka, both having a little mental clash where Irinaka's losing his quirk ability, or he can't contain it for much longer because it's draining him. Same thing with Deku. Deku keeps on knocking out Irinaka's walls. It's the will to keep on fighting because the Tamaki and Kirishima opening up the path, so we can't stop here. So I do like that little mental battle, although it was a quick thing. It is good to see the League of Villains show up too. I mean, Double and Toga doing their own things, standing out. I do like kind of like their Harley Quinn and Joker-esque relationship that they have here, right? Did anyone notice even when they were doing that whole dance, how I'm like, oh, this is kind of a Joker and Harley Quinn thing. I don't know if Toga has a thing for Double, but Double approaches Toga like wife, like thank you for protecting me. And I do like how they even poke fun at Irinaka to say, hey, you Yakuza guys suck. No wonder you guys are failing, which again really pisses off Irinaka enough to say screw this. I do like the animation of that little string breaking to be like, yep, no, this alliance is over. I was actually the calm and collected one, but you two idiots have angered me so much so that now I want to kill you, and I'm gonna go ahead and see what I can do with Deku and Eraserhead as well. So we'll see how all that plays out. I mentioned the Sir Night versus Rappa and Double. Although it was quick, I do like seeing Sir Night kind of do his thing. He had these high density personal seals that weighed about 5 kilograms each, which was enough to put that Double of Rappa out to waste. So I do like the flashback that we see with Tomura and Overhaul about the shogi. The great thing about shogi is that I use some of my opponent's items and vice versa. And in this little analogy, I'm going to need some of your villains. Can I go ahead and grab these two? We don't know why he needed that Kurogigi. Tomura said, nah, I need him for something that we don't know of. But to be honest with you, he kind of has a pretty OP quirk to begin with, right? I mean, he's essentially a black hole. So I'm curious to see what Tomura has in plans for him down the road. But again, we see the villains working with the other villains, but it's quickly showing off now that this alliance is not going to work. and what's going to happen when overall hears this. That was episode 73 of My Hero Academia. Let me know what you guys thought about the episode in the comments down below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel for more anime content. My name is DJ Miles, and as I always say, to be continued, take care.